Nesse vídeo, eu decidi jogar parte da história de Winchester, certo? E depois fazer Excess e Success, claro, em outros vídeos. Mas eu pretendo terminar a história de Winchester por quê? Porque no Winchester, eu acredito que vai estar os 3 últimos aqui, ó. Da ordem. Aí eu mato o Rastelo, nesse vídeo também, se tudo der certo. E vai ficar faltando somente a Fulk e o pai. Beleza? Então, sem enrolar muito, bora-se embora e vamos jogar essa parte do jogo.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Bora. Mais uma faquinha no mapa.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
Singulus rebus longe.
Even the mighty fall.
Mas foi rápido.
God's servant, a Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Ainda bem que eu cheguei a levar o máximo disso.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Fato.
Let men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
É o rei?
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in his glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
Eu não esperava.
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients. the warrior Fulke.
Fulke is a member of the Order as well. The wolves biting at my skirts grow craftier by the day.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more.
Cara falso.
This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
E você é o pai, mano. Você que é o cara da Ordem Suprema.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
Olha, o
And
cara
a
matou a
humble
Ordem pra mim.
servant of your guard. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. If I made it easy for them, they might even return Sigurd to me.
I would return him to you myself, if I knew where they were holding him. But Fulke's treachery has blindsided me as well.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not
vou
yet,
tentar.
great king, but the day will come.
Meu Deus. Então, um dos caras já tá morto já. A adaga tá viva aqui. Ah, acredite que ele seja morto. A força. E a pena. Beleza. É uma dúvida, missões. É uma só, então beleza. Toda vez que eu saio de start, a câmera tá zoada. Então bora matar esses 3 caras da ordem agora.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
O rei pode me dar um símbolo assim pra mostrar pros guardas. Mano, tô do seu lado. Não precisa me matar não. Nossa, seria muito mais fácil.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not? Well, you ain't dead. You toe. Took him out, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, while the guards destroying evidence. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
Beleza.
I must be careful now.
Ó, mano, eu não queria te matar, mas eu vou ter que matar alguns aí. Não tem jeito.
Cast about this land, my friend.
E que pior que pra entrar ali, não tem opção. É só pela porta da frente. Nossa, que bosta. Para de olhar pra mim. Pronto, otário.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Por enquanto eu tô conseguindo fazer stealth. Por enquanto, mas vocês me conhecem. Aí ó, aí ó.
There's the target! Shoot it!
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon.
Nossa. Jurei que ia dar merda agora.
Might be tucked in the chaff. Hang on.
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls!
É óbvio que isso não seria tão fácil. A porta trancada. Como é que eu chego lá?
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
Agora é só ir embora. Pronto. Consegui fazer meio que furtivo, entre aspas. O melhor furtivo que eu já fiz.
Winchester warns a good bishop and a strong.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your bishop, Aelfirth, was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Meu Deus, que cara estranho. Ganhei mais um ponto. Bora matar a forca então.
People of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
There are rats in the grain store, and Alfred has set the trap. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearth. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets,
Mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask...
Pessoal, esse assassinato aqui lembra muito Assassin's Creed 1. Tinha um bem parecido com isso aqui. Era uma execução também.
I am but your humble servant.
Morre logo.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
Tchau, tchau, otário. Uma forca, ele morreu com uma forca. A ironia.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
No escaping you! Lumber into your face!
Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on with God after we die. Bishop Aelfirth's passing has made me wonder.
We have this!
É melhor fugir do que ficar enfrentando.
God is
What a coincidence. Be my eyes, Sunan.
Nubus vide collecta supra in terra atheres, et locustus est ad eum et...
A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
Que menina mais palumpa, velho. Que menina feia.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
I found no charm, lucky or otherwise.
A bit of silver, then? For my troubles?
It would not have the same value, would it?
You ugly Dane! May God curse you with boils on your face!
Que safada.
Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's blood.
Imagina se eu preciso da ordem a uma criança, velho. Pena está tentando minar as forças do personagem de Alfred. Pena está usando crianças de Winchester como de alguma forma. O Rastelo. O Rastelo se disfarça como alguém que faz o serviço de Deus. É uma freira, velho. Tá na cara. Ó, só a câmera zoada. Você corre muito lento, criança.
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
You there, little cutpurse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
Cowbreath, you little street rat.
No! Get off! Someone help me!
God's be it! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Surveying the area, student.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Nossa, as crianças são muito feias.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
Turn around, walk away, and you keep your insides inside.
All right, no harm meant. Stay out of trouble, you grub mite.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
Those were the quill's meat mops, and you sent them scurrying off with their tails between their legs.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Eita, já vai mostrar quem é? Hilda. Nossa. Você está encontrando os esgotos subterrâneos de Winchester. Preosta Hilda, a pena. A igreja não é um lugar para uma mulher inteligente. Essa foi uma lição que Hilda aprendeu muito cedo com sua vida. A órfã de 6 anos de idade, ela encontrou abrigo em um monastério. Porém, quando os jovens iniciados passavam seus dias estudando e rezando, ela era relegada à cozinha. Ela começou a escutar pelas portas, esconder-se nas sombras e subornar os monges com segredos descobertos. Pedia apenas que ele ensinasse as coisas que importavam, ler, escrever e compreender em latim. Na igreja, sua inteligência voraz foi sua ruína. Na ordem foi uma revelação. O bispo viu o valor não apenas em sua mente afiada, mas também em sua curiosidade. Ela logo criou uma rede de crianças como ela mesma, rápidas e perspicazes, mãos pequenas para praticar roubos, ouvidos pequenos para escutar. Nisso Winchester está salvo e o exército de pequenos espiões da pena. Ou seja, ela é praticamente o Rei Rato. Interessante.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Só tirar uma coisa que tá me incomodando. Ah, eu coloco outra coisa que me incomoda.
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I didn't get nothing today.
Quem mandou seu ladrão?
I like the pretty things, but Magister Batter says stealing is wrong. Everyone died and left me alone on the streets. I'm going to marry King Alfred, and he's going to whisk me away from all this toil.
Boa sorte.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
Ótimo. Hora de fazer stealth free. Ou não, porque ele já virou, os dois estão de cara pro outro. Ah, quer saber?
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quilter she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Não, eu não quero enfrentar criança. Ainda bem que o jogo vai fazer isso. Ah, que bosta, tem um arqueiro cabuloso. O outro gordo. Olha só!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it? Not their innocence.
Exatamente. As crianças são o futuro. Se você destrói elas no passado, elas não vão ter futuro.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
É o quê? Ela falou a frase do Ezio! Que da hora!
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Bom, agora que a Forca e a Hilda estão mortos, só falta o Rastelo. O Rastelo vive em uma área altamente religiosa. Eita, vou ter que matar uma freira cabulosa, então. Agora tem que procurar o Adaga. Acredito que esteja morto. Eu voltei sem querer. Com um erro entrar aqui.
After me neck.
Beleza, só tá faltando um agora.
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
I could use someone like you in my settlement, with ink on his fingers and a sense of honor.
I would love to devote myself to the study and practice of the law. There is a weariness in war I wish I could shake off.
Impossible. Even in death, our battles will rage on. It is the way of things.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make robs.
A Daga era o bispo de Winchester, diz que ele esteja morto. Funeral de... Eita, não sei falar esse nome não. É do ano da igreja de São Pedro. Tá. Bom, a gente sabe que ele não morreu, né? Porque é muito óbvio isso. O que essa mulher quer falar?
Selwyn is dead. His lies poisoned everyone against us, and for what?
Some only care for their own power and position. I'm sorry I could not save your husband.
My son is not an orphan today. You did more than enough.
Ah, era a mulher que ia ser executada. Cai, que tinha uma criança.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
No, but I plan to write an epic poem of his grisly demise. Oh, poor Aelfirth, scorched of face. All your woeful companions, bold, Bionid, weeping. Weeping as you are...
Sleeping.
Oh, yeah, perfect, yes.
A sad day for Winchester.
Maybe now God will reward us with a man who truly believes in him.
Such a grisly fate. Did you know Aelfirth?
By reputation, I did. He was no friend of Alfred's. I once heard them quarrelling at a Witten.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Leof? My poor friend. Poor Leof.
Leof? What happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Leof.
Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face. Are we friends now?
Caramba, roubaram o rosto da pessoa.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Makes no odds to me. But I'm sorry for Harriet. She cared so much for him. More than a sister should.
Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
Barely. But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
Only his head and neck are burned. Is this what Wember meant? That they stole his friend's face? And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I know the burden you bear. Such a weight of sin you have taken on, and all for your brother's sake. I know he lives.
No, He said it was for the good of all. I am his loyal sister, and I tell you, he is dead. You hear me? Dead. Leave me alone. I cannot betray my brother. God!
You homicide now! I'll kill you!
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all. Risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool.
Meu Deus! Beleza. E lembra que soldados da ordem, esse aqui do canto. Por que será que não mostra o rosto dele?
Let's see you, old friend.
Nossa, quanta gente!
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the
Ele tá
next Bishop of
disfarçado.
Winchester. And so we meet to discuss all worthy candidates and choose the man who will shepherd our flock.
The king is mine!
By God, it's true. The bishop...
Pronto, achei o cara.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Uma chave?
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfirth, my love! No!
Pronto, agora você merece morrer também.
Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness. But this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
Aê! Irmã Bladerwish, a sombra do arcebispo. Assassino Rastela. Você pode encontrar na igreja de São Martinho, em Canterbury. Quente. Quente? Magister blá 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 é o Rastelo. Um amor de juventude errado colocou Bloodwish em um convento na insistência do pai dela. Lá, no entanto, ela encontrou um novo amor, a ordem. Blá blá blá, fervor intenso, ela... Tá bom. Veja. Personagem bem meh. Que vai dar meh também. Tô falando, cara, esse cara é muito igual ao... não sei se é o rei agora fiquei bem na dúvida. Vamos descobrir. Só fazer um favor pra mim mesmo. Eu vou marcar ela. Pronto. Eu ainda acho que o rei ainda é o cara, o pai. E ele só tá querendo eliminar a ordem dele, não sei porquê, o mau motivo, mas o motivo deve ter.
Sunan, guide me. If Aelfir's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins. This must be it. The door to Aelfir's secrets.
Carta não selada. O alvo é Alfred, um ramo seco do tronco do seu pai. De seu pai. Devíamos ter visto antes. Alguém se chama assim mesmo. O pobre soldado está conspirando com nosso rei. Ele passando nomes. Lúden e Erford já consumiram ao rato traidor. Queime contemplante o rei antes que ele chegue às raízes. O instrumento. O instrumento eu já matei ele há muito tempo, né? O instrumento... É que eu não mostro agora, né? A lira. O instrumento é ela. Nossa, ela mesmo pediu pra matar o rei. Entendi. Ela escreveu a carta então. Decreto apagado. Decreto universal formulado isso. Defende a Inglaterra contra o pai. Ah, aqui já cai do cara. Defende a Inglaterra contra ditadores de fora. Ela é a nossa última grande.
Was to undermine Alfred. She lied to me. There's nothing here of the order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
Nossa última grande fortaleza nessa terra com muros. Não, não mentiu não. Tem coisa aqui sim. Nossa, eu jurei que era o Alfred, mano. Bom, não tem problema. No outro eu nunca ia jurar que a vilã era aquela mulher também. Aspacia, eu acho que era o nome dela. Ixi.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
É o que vai acontecer agora? Nossa!
Damn you, Alfred.
Então beleza, bora. Eu só preciso fugir, certo?
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
Pronto, fugi. Vou matar o Rastelo agora.
Altrum et supplementum alquoter liquidae domino. Signatra unit mea.
Você não vai me incomodar não, né? Ah, beleza. Ah, que raiva, por quê?
Valde in regno dei Gypsy faraoni. Obsessus cum profeta Mosi.
Cadê o Rastelo?
I need your eyes, my friend.
Flay off of the wasteland! Lord God, your time is come! Oh, you thought justice awaits!
Tô chegando. Tem como matar ela esmagada? Acho que não, né?
The Archbishop never suspected my heresy. I kept secrets as I gathered believers. I appeared so pious my eyes bled for him. But I've never felt as much love for his god. Not like I do the old gods. The true gods. Our ancient creators.
Your life was a lie, you mean? You threw your honor into the ocean.
When I told the Archbishop my true belief, he was horrified. So I silenced him.
That silence comes for you now.
Pronto. Só faltou agora. Vamos lá. O pai é facção. O pai é instrudicíssimo. Tá. O pai deve responder a alguém acima dele. Ah! Então o pai não é o rei mesmo. O pai deve responder a alguém acima dele. Interessante. Interessante. Bom, são seis pistas, são 5 caras. Quando eu matar um instrumento, eu vou liberar a quinta. Como é que eu pego a sexta, eu não sei ainda. Pronto.
With me, here!
Agora eu posso falar com a Randy, viu?
I'm so pleased that you're here.
Por a história ter algumas escolhas, eu tô achando um pouco confusa. Eu queria que tivesse um pouco mais de ordem, mas
The
tudo
order
bem.
in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred? The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.
Pronto. Eu não quero prato, quero recurso. Bom, gente. Faltam 2 agora pra colocar a corvinha aqui no meu tabuleiro.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Agora fico na dúvida. Qual deles é o da história? Eu acho que não é esse, porque esse aqui o prêmio é dinheiro. Eu acho que é esse daqui que é o prêmio principal. Então eu não vou fazer Success, vou fazer Excess na próxima. Certo? Então, gente, brigadão pra quem assistiu. Um grande abraço para todo mundo à distância, mesmo com essa época de Covid que nós estamos. Gostaria de desejar para vocês um ótimo final de janeiro e um ótimo ano, certo? E é isso aí, gente. Obrigado. Se puder deixar um gostei, eu agradeço muito. Ajuda demais para eu que estou começando no canal. E valeu, pessoal. Obrigado.